Girls of Reddit, what is something guys shouldn't feel insecure about? It's okay to not be the smartest person in the room. Admitting you don't know or understand a thing does not make you look weak. Blustering your way through makes you seem like an arrogant ass. Some friends of mine are really insecure about not being able to grow a beard. TBH, it doesn't really matter. The flip side of the comments about not being able to grow a beard, guys shouldn't feel insecure about being hairy. I love a hairy chest and don't find a hairy back or shoulders to be a problem. Like most things listed here, yeah, you'll find women who won't like it. But if they are willing to write you off for something physical that is out of your control, they probably aren't the person for you. I will say, regardless of anything else, hygiene is important. If you're hairy, you might sweat more depending on the climate and how warm you run, but if you shower regularly and keep everything clean, it's all good. Edit. Yes, this includes hairy butts, backs, legs, shoulders, etc. I think the only thing I might ask someone to trim would be crazy nose hair, though that could be disguised by a mustache. Don't feel insecure about liking girly things. Order that fruity drink, watch that rom-com, and sing in the shower. A lot less people care than you might realize. Appearing feminine over stupid things, like thinking a puppy is cute, wearing pink, or being generally friendly and smiley. Women like that shit and get annoyed and exhausted by men who take masculinity too far. A good example is actually happening right now. I'm at a pool party. Two very nice, bigger guys are in the pool, but both are wearing t-shirts and standing around because they feel self-conscious. Then there is a third bigger guy who is even larger than the other two. He is shirtless, having the time of his life, playing pool basketball and cracking jokes. He is way more attractive to the girls because he isn't ashamed of his body and exudes confidence. Should all three take care of their health? Sure, most of us should. But don't stop having fun because you feel ashamed of yourself. Live your life and have fun. This is very attractive to people. Just my opinion. I'm a middle-aged woman, and I think I have a bit of wisdom about things like this. I've seen a lot. Singing. I love when I'm at a chill pizza joint and the cooks in the kitchen are singing. It doesn't even matter if they're not great singers. I love when people are happy enough to sing. Guys, if your phone also keeps saying there is no storage left and your gallery is packed with receipts, screenshots, duplicates, and random stuff, Whoosh Smart Cleaner actually helps. I used it to find huge videos and photos I took a couple of years ago and completely forgot about. They were just sitting there, taking up space, syncing to iCloud, and I was basically paying to store things I did not need anymore. Plus, after cleaning it up, my phone felt noticeably less sluggish. And the best part is that you do not have to sit there choosing every photo by hand. You just swipe left or right, like in a dating app. Delete or keep. That way you clean your camera array quickly without all the extra hassle. Link in the description. Do not feel insecure about private size worries. It is really about being considerate and confident, not about measurements. Some guys who are very large can actually make things uncomfortable, and some use that as an excuse not to put in effort. Do not worry about hair, whether you have too much or not enough. If someone rejects you because your hair is not exactly what they imagined, they are not worth building a relationship with. Do not worry about having a gym body either. It is much better to be healthy. Massive muscles are not always healthy, and what looks impressive is not always what feels good in real life. A lot of this pressure is just media pressure, the same way women are constantly told how they should look. It can be so difficult to do. I did not cry for probably 10 years because I was told my whole life that men do not cry and should just suck it up. After 2 years of allowing myself to feel again, the thing that finally broke that dry streak was my cat dying. That was the only thing in 10 years that moved me to tears. Thankfully, I am getting better. Edit. Thank you to everyone who replied with their own stories. It showed me that I am not the only one who went through this. It took medication and years for me to reach this point. If you are still struggling with anxiety or depression, please look into getting help. Medication was the greatest thing I ever did, and it helped me move forward. Good luck in your own stories. And I still don't believe them. Men should stop feeling insecure about showing emotion, especially in relationships. A lot of guys grew up being told that emotions were not masculine. But when a guy is open about how he feels and does not suppress it, everyone feels more secure. If a partner feels like she is the only one with real feelings, trust becomes harder, and he can feel misunderstood because he is not communicating what he wants. Guys, it is okay to be emotional. You deserve to be honest with people around you, and it makes relationships better for everyone involved. This is so true. My husband and I have been together for 7 years. Growing up, he was always told to toughen up anytime he tried talking about his feelings or showed any negative emotion that was not anger. When he and I first started dating, it almost ruined our relationship. But thankfully, after moving out on his own, he realized that it was unhealthy behavior and has made incredible improvements. I've still only ever seen him cry maybe 5 times, including when our children were born. But he is much better about communicating when he is sad or stressed, rather than holding in his feelings until everything comes out at once. Private size worries and body weight. I know some people may think this is not true, but as a woman, I honestly do not think size is what determines whether intimacy is good. People have different preferences, and bodies are different too. For weight, love your body. Confidence is attractive. It only becomes a concern if your health is affected. This is genuinely how I think, and I know some people will agree while others may not. Edit. I meant body weight. Balding. So many guys try to hide it or even get plugs or constantly wear hats. Just keep the sides cut close, buzzed or shaved, and most women will actually think it's attractive. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard a lot of guys are insecure / care a lot about their hair. One of my guy friends once told me that he spends a good 15 minutes in the morning styling it so it looks okay. Honestly, I don't really notice a guy's hair unless it's drastically different from everyone else, i.e. like buzz cut, super long, or just some wild hair.
I have had a lot of guy friends that are really insecure about pimples / acne. I'll tell them that everyone gets them and everyone is insecure about it. But their response is usually something like, girls have makeup to hide it. And so I taught a few of them how to subtly put on concealer so they could feel more confident. Edit? Wow, my first award. Thank you, kind stranger. So happy to see all the support for people who are insecure about their bodies. Really gives my faith in humanity back. Love the silver in all of your comments. Edit? Wow, someone gave me gold? Thank you so much, you wonderful, beautiful person. This post and seeing all of your supportive replies has made my week. I can't stop smiling. Thank all of you so much. Men crying is my kryptonite. It just makes me want to love them and hold them forever. Guys shouldn't feel so insecure about their body shape. You don't have to have big biceps or washboard abs in order for a girl to like you. Edit there.
Guys shouldn't feel insecure about stereotypical masculine standards. You want to do handicrafts like sew or crochet or scrapbook? Great, we can do it together. I suck at them though, so the farthest I'll probably get is watching YouTube tutorials with you. You can wear cute things and accessories like scarves and handbags. Hell, you can borrow mine. If you need some time to unload emotionally with a bubble bath or a one-on-one afternoon tea about whatever jerk you encountered X days ago, it doesn't mean you're weak or unreliable. It means you know how to handle your emotions in a controlled and healthy way. A friend of mine shows signs of balding already. He seems pretty confident about it, saying at one point he is just going to shave it all. Honestly, his confidence is attractive. No matter what the hair looks like, confidence makes all the difference. I'm a guy. I'm just here for self-esteem boosts. Dudes should not worry so much that they can't solve a Rubik's Cube puzzle. Although it's mostly rare, a few chicks have dated guys who can't solve it. Private size worries. Bigger is not automatically better, and very large can actually be uncomfortable. Edit. Wow, that is a lot of upvotes. Don't feel insecure about showing your feminine side, or of being emotional, or sharing any interests, beliefs that may not be considered manly. Seriously, I love a guy who's confident enough with himself to be open and different. Height. I know the popular presumption is anyone under 6 feet is screwed, but if a girl considers a couple inches to be a deal breaker, she's not worth your time anyway. I'm short, but lots of my tall and beautiful friends have dated men somewhat to quite a bit shorter than them. It's no big deal. Edit. To all the dudes snarking about how the above is not true, I promise you, that kind of shitty attitude is way more unattractive than any physical characteristic. And if the only women you ever want truly all diss you for height, well, I'd look inwardly about your own tastes too. I ran into an old boyfriend about 10 years after we broke up. I said, "Jesus, I won't mention you're bald if you ignore I got fat." He said, "I'm going to shave my head and look like Bruce Willis, fatty." It was funny. Liking cats, especially kittens. Why do some guys get their boxers in a twist about cooing over animals that are objectively cute and lovable? Chill out and pet the damn cat. Finishing too quickly is fine, and I would never judge someone for that, because I know it is not fully in their control. But I also do not expect that to mean closeness is over. A lot of what women are saying in this thread is nice, but that is the point. They are nice words. In real life, some women do care about private size, height, and whether men show emotion. Real life can be different from what people write online. Edit. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. It is my first one. 8 inches should not even be a reference point. That is an outlier, no matter how many people claim otherwise. Being vocal when they orgasm. I've seen so many guys just hold their breath and try to choke any sound that might come out of their throat when they come, and it's just a little sad. Like, what are you afraid of? I want to know you're having fun. I want to know you enjoy what's happening. Be loud about it. Screw the neighbors.
Receding hairlines? They don't look so bad. Toupees and comb-overs look horrible. Just rock whatever look you have. Shorts, guys? Don't make up for your height with extra macho or big hair. You're just as sexy as tall guys if you have confidence, without arrogance. Back hair is just hair. It is fine. Having a belly instead of abs is more comfortable anyway. Not having huge arms is fine too. Not being massive in private ways is not a problem either. I have found it can be more of a hindrance, especially if they do not know how to be considerate. Crying or having emotions in general is something we like. Oh, I have one more. Dad bods. Lots of guys are insecure because they aren't all muscle and toned and don't have a six-pack. Dad bods are actually really sexy. I'd rather cuddle with someone who feels human than someone who feels like a rock.
Probably being super masculine. I understand some girls like to have a big buff boyfriend, but seriously guys, don't worry about being too masculine. Thanks for watching. Tell me in the comments which story you like the most, and make sure to watch the other videos too. There are more good stories there.